Hi there, hope you're having a good day. Welcome back to another video. Today we'll be talking about the Giannis Immortality 3. So the retail price remained at 85 US dollars. In Nike's price tiers, this is definitely on the more affordable side. And it is the signature shoe of Grayson Allen. Just kidding, well, I've never seen Giannis himself wearing the Immortalities on the court. See, that's the thing with NBA stars these days. You'd have a budget line like this, but they don't ever wear them. I remember the first version was debuted by PJ Tucker during the NBA Finals that year. Second version, his teammate Grayson Allen was basically the one rocking it all the time. Kudos to Russ for being pretty much the only guy that wears his budget shoes, the Jordan 1 Take 3 and 1 Take 4. While also Trae Young kind of wore the Trae Unlimited during the playoffs for a bit, and LeBron wearing the Soldier and Ambassador line. I don't know if that counts. Anyways, for those that remember, I sort of liked the first version, could not play in the second version, even though they look so much similar. And it might not look like much has changed on the Immortality 3, but are there any improvements made? Let's get right into it. They come in the exact same box, except they changed it from a blue color to a green this time. Still a low top, and they're still playing with the Nike swoosh. It's got a big reverse swoosh, and through that you can see the mesh base. Moving towards the front, the toe box is covered in a plasticky layer that acts as some fusing. Breathability is there, but material quality is meh, just like most other budget shoes. Aside from the fact that they retain the wavy shape on the midsole, it does say that the foam features Nike Renew. We'll get into how they feel on feet in just a bit. I like that the tongue is short and tidy. Interior padding and heel lockdown are sufficient. And here's what the outsole looks like. A very similar traction pattern to those of you who had the previous versions. It's actually quite a rigid upper, so not too flexible where it becomes soft and not supportive. And they're very light. My size 11 pair is only 380 grams. I mean, we haven't really had any Giannis shoe that's heavy. I wouldn't say that they've become a very waifu-friendly shoe, but you'll see there was a really positive adjustment made. As to how the Giannis Immortality 3 performs on the court, if we were to put this among all the Nike basketball shoes out there, there's not much to this cushion. But within the range of budget shoes, this is honestly pretty good. I'd say the midsole is more responsive while also being softer compared to the Immortality 2. Just to throw another comparison out there, because both shoes use Renew, the midsole feels a little bit better than the Renew Elevate 3 to me, because that one can be a little stiff on feet, at least initially. I was pretty much good to go with this shoe from the start, and they did break in along the way too. Not much of a heel compression, but it's got good core feel with a low and stable ride. Moving on to the traction, like the previous two versions, I didn't really have any issues getting to a hard stop. The outsole is pretty squeaky. Grip is consistent. Dust pickup was okay, not a concern. I used my first Immortalities outdoors. This one should hold up fine. I'm talking about the outsole, by the way. With the fit, I went half size up this time, and it's a pretty good one-to-one fit with the half size up. I'm pretty sure I would have found my true size to be too snug, because my toes are right at the tip, and also no extra space around the edges on the lateral side. Especially if you like to wear thicker socks while you play, I would for sure recommend going up that half size. Now, what I noticed is that the width, you might be able to tell from the shape of the base, became wider. So the fit is really more forgiving compared to the previous version, where that midfoot area was causing me so much soreness. So even though the upper has some added firmness, it's almost like they opened up the midfoot area. So this was a key change. On these guys, I was so happy that the midfoot problem was resolved. The upper materials are still very thin, plasticky or cheap, however you want to think about it. But given its price point, what do you expect? Padding got beefed up a little bit actually. My feet did feel secure inside while I was playing in them, so all good there. Smooth transition, and the simplest way to put it is that this shoe is just fairly easy to use. Don't expect any advanced features or anything to do with the word premium, but this time I would say it gets the job done. Overall, I was honestly a little surprised by how the 3 turned out. Well, maybe because my expectations weren't high to begin with. But comfort-wise, fit and width-wise, even with the cushion, I saw some improvement in those aspects from my experience. I think if you had any discount codes or coupons, you could already apply them to this shoe on the Nike site. Later on, we should see a ton of different colorways and sales possibly. The Giannis Immortality line is basically a staple at stores like Famous Footwear too. So I give this version a thumbs up, but let me know what you think about them down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.